So now welcome back. This is Radical Academy, and this video will be now looking at multiplication of matrices. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the previous videos under addition and subtraction. Please, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and also just you can do whatever you want, share to your relatives, download the videos to watch more and everything. Okay, so anyway, without much further ado, let's now get straight into multiplication of matrices. Okay, so now one of the key concepts about multiplication is that it's different from addition and subtraction. The fact that multiplication does not necessarily or really rely so much on the order of the matrix. Okay, so the orders between two matrices that you might want to multiply together might not even be the same. Okay, but only one thing that you need to understand before you start multiplying matrices. Okay, how do we multiply matrices? Okay, so now the only way we do multiply matrices is to get a row in the first matrix and then multiply it with the elements in that first row, in the row with the column of the other matrix. Okay, so the idea of multiplication of matrices is that we multiply the row by column. Okay, so example, okay, so let's say we've got two matrices. Okay, so you wanna multiply them, A and B. So multiplication, how is it represented? Okay, so we're going to say find A, B, or that's A times B. Okay, so when you're multiplying two matrices, the representation is that it can be defined as AB or A times B. Okay, so make sure you understand, are they looking for the multiplication of those two matrices, or what is it that they might be looking for? Okay, so now the way you multiply is that AB is going to be 2, 1, 0, 1. Then you also put that. Okay, then we have 2, 3. Okay, now if you want to understand how to multiply matrices, then this is how we do it. So you always start with a row and then into column. Okay, but of course the idea that I need to identify or define what are the orders of these two matrices is that this is 1, 2. So this one is got 2 rows multiplied by 2 columns. Okay, so it's 2 by 2, and then the other one is just 1 row, and then how many columns? 1, 2. Okay, now I want you to understand that if matrices must be multiplied together, okay, get this concept. Okay, I want you to get this concept, pay so much attention to this concept. Okay, you can see that this is a row. Okay, this is a row, and then this is a column. This is a row, and then this is a column. Okay, now if the number of columns in the first matrix, okay, is not equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, or the second matrix that you are multiplying with, then just know that this matrix cannot be multiplied together and it is undefined. Okay, so before you multiply two matrices, ensure that you identify or determine the orders of each matrix, okay? Meaning row, the number of rows, meaning 1, 2, the number of columns. That is how you just identify the orders. So the number of columns in this first matrix, this should be equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, and that's how you can multiply the two matrices, and that's how you can just proceed to multiply the two matrices. Otherwise, if they are two different, like in this case, there is no way for you to multiply the two matrices, and this matrix, the multiplication between A and B is undefined. Okay, so I hope you have understood the concept. Now let us look for the exact example that we can multiply and be able to understand how to go about the row by column, and just like that the concept gets into our mind. Okay, so now when we want to understand how to multiply two matrices, then given you one of the key concepts is make sure you identify the orders of those matrices that you are dealing with. Okay, so if the number of columns in the first matrix is not equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, then that matrix is undefined. Okay, so ensure that the number of columns in the first matrix is the same or equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, and that's when we can do the multiplication between those two matrices. Okay, so now let's see the actual example that now gives us an insight on how you can go about multiplying matrices that have the same number of columns as also the same number of rows between the two matrices. Okay, so now first of all, before I do anything, I have to identify or determine the the order for each matrix. So this is 1, 2, so it's 2 by, okay. And then also 2 by 2, then this is 2 by 1. So when you look at this one, it is 1, 2. So this is 2 and then 1. Okay. So here, okay. So on this one, these numbers are the same. And once those numbers are the same, then you're good to go. Okay, so you can now continue multiplying those two matrices. Okay. Okay, so we are going to say A, B, so the way you multiply two matrices, row into column. Okay, row into column, row into column. Okay, so this is going to be this into this, row into column. Okay, so this times this, so it's 2 times 2 and then plus. Okay, then this one times this one. Okay, so 0 times 3. Okay, then this row has multiplied that column. So now since there is only one column in the second matrix, then I'm done for the first row. Okay, so I come to the second row in the first matrix. Okay, so this into that, so 1 times 2, 1 times 2 plus 1 times 3. So this is going to be 2 times 2, this is 4, plus 0 times 3, this is 0, this is 2 plus 3. Okay, then this now will give us 4 plus 0, it is 4, 2 plus 3, this is 5. Okay, and that is the answer for this matrix. Okay, and that is the answer. It is 4 and 5. Okay, so those are the elements for the answer, or the entities for the answer. Now, what is now the order of the answer for this matrix? So this is 1, okay, 2, and then 1. Okay, so the order of the answer is 2 by 1. Okay, so the order for the matrix of the final answer has given us a 2 by 1. Now when you go back to this one, you discover that the numbers, this one and that one, okay, so this and that, they will give you now the idea that your answer should be 2 by 1. Okay, so your answer should be 2 by 1, and that is what we have just done, and we have confirmed that indeed the final answer, the order for the final answer is 2 by 1. Okay, so I hope you have gotten 1 or 2, 3 concepts, okay, from this video, and I hope that you continue practice and nothing is going to, be difficult for you. All you need is practice makes perfect, okay, and that's the only thing that you've got to do. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Continue subscribing, sharing, liking, follow the page on Facebook. It is Lane with Mike Warrior, and also, be part of the WhatsApp group if you wanna also receive most of some of the time updates, okay, about what is going on. Okay, so thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have gotten the key concept about multiplication of matrices. Okay, so it's bye bye, and this is a Radical Academy. See you in the next video.